Talk about Myron.
Special sesh for us last night. He did a great job. Fresh and fit.
Yeah, you can just mute. Hang up. Hang up with your caller. That's all it takes.
The call is confronting you about it. So I'm like, well, I want to hear your answer to these questions. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, you know what the audience thinks about you.
Hold on.
You know what the audience thinks about you.
You're not being too mean to Walter. You're just not being mean enough to Myron. I mean, I don't like Myron. I don't like what he says.
He's an idiot
Myron
too.
Is, like, kind of funny. He says funny things. He knows what funny is, even if most of what he says is completely. He's had jokes, okay.
Plus,
good jokes.
Myron, at the very least, knows what good content or content that his audience is their audience is gonna watch. Hands down. That's why he does see and says the shit that he does. Walter just sits there and looks fucking pretty, but he ain't even pretty.
Let me get it
You know what I'm
straight.
saying? You know the audience believes that you bring nothing to the show.
Yeah, so I'm surprised they even took this call because Walter was just getting roasted, and this is why he needs Myron to step in and defend him, because Myron's better at defending Walter than Walter is at defending himself. But even when Myron gives Walter some credit for the success of the show, it's crazy. He's still like, listen, I know Walter has some flaws, and instead of Myron saying, I know he doesn't go to the gym or he doesn't work on himself as much as he should, Myron says his flaws are he stutters and he's black. That's what Myron says about his co-host.
Say all the shit that you guys want to say about Fresh. Look, I get it. The nigga stutters and he's black. But at the end of the day, bro, he's been an instrumental part of keeping Fresh and Fit afloat, despite the cancelizations, demonetizations, etc. So he does a lot of things behind the scenes, man, to keep the show going. You know?
Why doesn't he just work behind the scenes then?
Yeah.
Like, why isn't he just a behind the scenes?
Why isn't he in
guy?
production?
What is he actually saying? What is he actually saying here? He's like, look, behind the scenes, he's really good.
He can
He's
just be
probably good,
production.
Why is he on the air? Why does he need to be here in front of the camera? If
Yeah.
he's a better behind the scenes dude, just put him behind the scenes. Have him handle all that stuff. And if he's not on the air with you right now, he'll have even more time to dedicate to that.
Yeah.
You just need to be here so we can farm 304s on Instagram. Is that it? Is that literally
That's
it?
all he
Is that
wants
the
to
entire
do.
point of being
Yeah.
here? Even Myron is
Has
able
to be.
defend him. He's like, look, you can shit on him all you want, but he does a lot behind the scenes. You would expect his friend to sing his praises here, to at least lie, to make something up about, oh, remember that entertaining time when Fresh said this thing? But no, Myron won't even do that. He can't even muster it up because he knows it will be lying.
Well, plus he's a coward.
We would have been canceled by
Tomorrow,
now.
probably.
If it wasn't for Fresh, man, we'd been going everywhere.
And it seems like Walter definitely is more concerned about the show being canceled or losing money or being demonetized than Myron, but maybe it's because Walter knows this is all he has. But you can tell he at least tries to hold Myron back from saying stuff that could affect their business, because Myron just wants to say whatever he wants and be as controversial as he wants. But Walter seems to care more about them complying with the platform's rules so they don't get banned or demonetized, because I'm sure they can't afford much more of that at this point.
Oh,
So
he
at least
can't.
Walter knows Myron needs to chill a little bit with some of the controversial topics, because it definitely is not helping their business. But also, Walter does a lot of stupid shit that affects their business too, like him knocking up that escort. Obviously, that was a
Yeah.
that exposed him as a massive hypocrite and basically a simp.
The controversial topics definitely hurt in the very short term because they've been demonetized on YouTube already. Like the controversial topics, like